Hey friends! Happy holidays, Merry Christmas or Blessed Yule. My name is Nay from Nay's Crafty World and thank you for joining me on my channel. In today's video, I will be setting up my bullet journal for the last month of the year. The theme for this month is definitely a Christmas theme. For the December cover page, I'll be using watercolor paint and glitter to make this window ornament cover page. First, we'll start with drawing the ornament with my Sakura Pigma Micron pen in the size 05. This ornament has a little bow at the top where the string is attached, and I'm not adding much detail to the drawing itself because I'll be cutting out the circle to make the window. In this month's setup, there won't be as many spreads as in my previous month's setups. I will be keeping it very simple and straightforward this month, focusing on space for longer journal entries and reflecting on the past year instead of tracking habits and planning. Here I am cutting out the window. I'm using a cutting mat and a craft knife to slowly cut along the circle line and bow. In this month's art, I'm using my Rosa Studio watercolor set. For the bow, I'm using the colors Red Light and Deep Red mixed together. Make sure to work in layers when using watercolor paint and wait for the layers to fully dry before moving on to the next. After everything is dry, I'm going in with my gold metallic jelly roll pen for the ornament ring at the top, and I'm using my Sakura Pigma FB marker to write the December title. Behind the window cover page, I'm using a brush to add water to the paper. I'm using the water to paint a circle on the page, and this can sometimes be a little difficult to see, so make sure to look at the page from an angle to let the light reflect off of the water or slightly tilt your page. Once you're happy with the shape, you can go ahead and fully saturate your paintbrush and start adding the colors. The water acts as a kind of border or barrier, and the paint will thus only flow within the circle. I'm using all the colors that I associate with Christmas and the festive season. This will most likely take quite a while to dry. You can always speed up the process by using a hairdryer or a heat gun, but do be careful not to blow the water and paint around on your page. Now that my page is fully dry, I'm going in with my liner pen and adding a little inspirational quote. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. The last thing on the cover page is to add some glitter. Here I'm just adding basic craft glue in little dots all around the ornament. And now to add the glitter. A warning, I was trying to lightly dust the paper with this glitter, but it had other plans. So I ended up just having fun and dumping glitter everywhere. So enjoy the chaos. Moving on to my month at a glance page, this spread is very necessary for my month. It helps me plan out and space out all of my tasks and events, and I can just give it a quick glance to see on what days I'm free. The layout is a basic calendar grid spread over 2 pages. I prefer to start my weeks on a Monday, so that's how I'm setting it up. For the title and days of the week, I'm using my alphabet stamps, and if I had to pick my favorite purchase of this year, my alphabet stamps would definitely be number 1. I love the way they look and they make my life so much easier. For the art on this page, I will be using my watercolor paint to paint some presents at the bottom of the calendar, and on the right I will be painting a Christmas tree pattern. The presents are very easy and quick. I saw these on Pinterest when I was looking for Christmas card art and thought that they'd fit this page perfectly. The Christmas tree pattern is also super easy and very fun to paint. I'm using different shades of the same color to paint each line of the tree, starting small at the top and getting longer to the bottom. I'm using brown to paint the tree trunk, and for the star topper, I'm using my gold metallic jelly roller pen again. And for the final touch, I want to add some watercolor drops. So I'm covering up the rest of the paper and the back of the notebook. Using my brush, I'm splattering some paint on and around the trees. The top of the page seemed a little empty, so I'm adding another tree next to the December title. For this tree, I'm using a bunch of different colors, leaving some open space between the lines as well. I have some floral washi tape with similar colors as the spread, so I'm layering them under the title. For most of this journal, I've been doing Dutch door weeklies, and I love using them. But for this month's weeklies, I want a bigger space for making small journal entries in a traditional diary style, because I'll be traveling for December, and it'll be nice to write about what I'll be doing and be able to look back at the entries in the future. Each weekly will have the same layout but different art, so to save some time, I'll explain the layout and what I'm using and then show you all the different art on each page. For the first week, I've painted some Christmas berry leaves using my watercolor set. To make the title and header, I'm once again using my alphabet stamps. I'll be using my Sakura Pigma FB pen to write the days of the week in a cursive font. And finally, I'm adding a few strips of washi tape under the header and on the second page. Week 2 has a few Christmas tree branches with colorful ornaments hanging off of them. Week 3 has a string of colorful Christmas lights surrounding the header. And lastly, week 4 has the cutest little reindeer artist ever. For the last page in this plan with me, as well as the last page in this journal, I'm setting up my Christmas card list. This list is a December art challenge. I've chosen 20 prompts for me to follow throughout December, where I paint a different Christmas card for 20 days following the list prompts. If you'd like to see my Christmas cards, I will be posting them to my Instagram stories from the 1st of December. The link to my Instagram is in the description down below. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who has supported me through these first few months of me posting on YouTube. I have been amazed at all the lovely comments and support I've received thus far. I have a lot of things planned for the next year, so if you'd like to see what I have in store, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, here is the final flip through for December. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas or Blessed Yule to you, and I hope that you have a very crafty day. Bye guys, see you next year.